Spring break is back in a big way as continued pent-up demand is driving an uptick in travel, but this won't be your typical travel season. Today, Tripadvisor, the world's largest travel guidance platform, released its annual Spring Travel Index, which provides an outlook on travel trends March through May. We have travel expert Jeanenne Tornatore live from New Orleans to break it all down for us. Hi, Jeanenne.
Hi, great to be here.
Okay, Jeanenne, what are headlines from the Tripadvisor Spring Index?
Well, I think the biggest headline is that consumer appetite for travel this spring is really strong. 64% of Americans have a trip planned from March through May, and travelers are planning to take more trips this spring than they did last year through the same period. So 1 in 5 travelers actually have 3 to 5 trips planned this spring. And we're seeing that inflationary pressure that maybe held people back in the past doesn't seem to be impacting what people are spending as much this year. In fact, 6 in 10 Americans say they're planning to spend more on their biggest trips this spring than they did the same time last year.
We know this is going to be a busy spring travel season. Just how busy is this season going to be, and what does this mean for travelers?
Well, the majority of Americans, 82%, are planning to travel domestically this spring. And interestingly, 2 of 3 travelers say they're going back to one of their favorite places, somewhere that they've been before, maybe those nostalgic destinations this year. And I'm coming to you actually from New Orleans, which is one of the newcomers to the top 10 index list this year. New Orleans has been in the spotlight recently. They were named as the top food destination in the U.S. by Tripadvisor's Traveler's Choice Best of the Best Destination Awards for 2023. Of course, you have great institutions here like Cafe du Monde for their beignets. I'm here at the Sazerac Bar, an iconic place in the Roosevelt New Orleans Hotel. The Sazerac is actually the official drink of New Orleans. So all of these great iconic culinary hotspots here really are driving a lot of foodies to come and visit this city, bringing it onto that top 10 list. And of course, it's in good company with a lot of those big tourism hubs, Orlando being the #1 popular destination for spring travel this year. That's followed by Las Vegas, New York, Key West, and Honolulu.
For those Americans traveling internationally, where are they going?
Well, 1 in 5 Americans are planning to travel internationally this spring. What we're seeing dominate the top 10 list here is Caribbean destinations. 6 of the top 10 on Tripadvisor's index for international destinations are in the Caribbean. You have Cancun at #1, Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic comes in at #2, followed by Cabo San Lucas. We also see a couple of European hotspots coming on the top 10 list this year. Paris and London both make the list. And, that's really a sign that a lot of savvy travelers are taking advantage of those shoulder season prices and less crowds to get to those European hotspots during the spring before those summer travelers come in.
For those who haven't booked anything yet, but still want to get away, what's your advice?
My biggest piece of advice is that flexibility around your travel dates is really key during this time of year. If you're traveling, looking for flights still, we see a lot of people departing on Saturdays and Sundays as families head out for those spring trips. So look for those early to midweek flights. You'll likely find more availability and more affordability there. The other thing that Tripadvisor found in their index was when it comes to those activities people are planning, only 1 in 3 travelers are actually booking their activities in advance of their trip. It's really important if you want those food tours to get in with those hot restaurants, all of those great activities and immersive experiences. You need to get online and you need to book those ahead of arriving at your destination.
Thank you so much, Jeanenne.
My pleasure.